in Leviticus chapter 17, verse 11. God gave them in the Old Testament a secret how sin can be removed. Sin is not removed because you just say, forgive me. Forgive me is not enough. Somebody still has to pay. Somebody has to pay the penalty. The only way to give you forgiveness and remove the consequence of what you have done is that somebody has to pay for it. In Leviticus chapter 17, verse 11, for the life of the flesh is in the blood. I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your soul. The word atonement is payment. The way to redeem a man that is guilty, a man that should die, a man that should suffer, a man that should be damned. The way to redeem him is that an atonement has to be made for his life. An atonement has to be made for his life. And the way God provided for atonement to be made in the Old Testament was for an innocent animal to die in the place of the one that has sinned. That's why in the Jewish Old Testament worship, there were a lot of animal sacrifices. But the scripture said those animal blood could not take away sin. It could not remove it. It only covered it. The remission of sin could not be accomplished through animal sacrifices. If the animal blood of animals could have done it, Jesus would not need to come. Then anytime I do something wrong, all I need to do is bring a goat. The penalty, the wages of sin is death. That means for all the evil things that have happened in my life, all the ways I've disobeyed and rebelled against God, I will have to die. And not only that, it will take your life physically, it will destroy your life here, it will take you to eternal damnation. And so when God looked for somebody that can die for mankind, he could not find anybody because all of us were sinners. If I died for you, my blood could not save you because my blood is tainted by my own sin. I'm not qualified to even die for myself, talk less of dying for you. It would require a righteous man who had no sin to take the place of another.